Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to draw a ring pop. You're going to be drawing these in your sketchbook, and we want these to be like really big, filling up the page. So I'm going to show you guys about like some measurements, how to do that. I'm just going to be doing mine on the back. So I want the candy part to make up like half of the page. So I'm just going to kind of use a little finger measurement to say, that's about half. But I don't want my ring pop to run off the page. So I take this measurement, move it down, and I say, that's how big I want the candy part of my ring pop to be. So I want it to be that long. Now I'm just gonna take a straight line and draw it about how long I decided was the length of my half of my page. All right. Now, from here, I'm going to go not quite halfway here, up a little bit, and I'm going to do some angled lines, maybe about an inch long, or like maybe like 2 of your finger sections. And I'm going to angle them up a little bit, like that. Now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to do same kind of thing, but really pretty short. Angled up a little bit. And then up here, not quite as wide as this is, maybe about a little more than half. Angled up and angled up. Then I will connect those sections. Boom. Kind of looks like a kite or a shield. All right, now I'm going to keep going with these little angles that come out from my little short lines. So this guy, I'm going to angle up a little bit more. Here, angle up a little more, but this one's short. This one's a little bit longer, and then this one's going to be pretty short too. On the opposite side, angle up a little, angle up longer, angle up a little. And then I just use a straight line to connect. Boop. Then for the top, I'm going to do an angle up a little bit here. It's kind of like the same as this guy, but pointing up. Over here, I'm going to, similar to this, but opposite, point up. And then I'll just kind of finish this off. Up a little, down a little. So that is my candy part. Next, I'm going to draw the disc that the ring sits on. So that is a circle, but when we see it flattened, it turns into an ellipse. So an ellipse is kind of like a football shape. So I'm just gonna do, well, you know, like an oval. Try to make it the same on both sides. I use my fingers a lot to measure things. So I could see like, I went about 2 fingers wide here. Whoa, over here I went way more than 2 fingers wide. So make a little note to myself. And try to make that even. I'm doing this pretty sketchy, like not neat lines, but that's okay because all this will be erased. All right, then the ring part that goes on the finger, it's gonna be like a backward C, frontward C. Then I want to give it some thickness, so I'm going to draw a parallel line to that. Finish it with a little perpendicular line. And now if I want to make these guys look like they're 3D, then I'm going to go in again on the inside with another parallel line to that C. Stop it a little short, and then I'll angle that perpendicular line. Same in here. Parallel, stop it short, and angle that in. So now it looks like it's 3D. All right. If you need to zhuzh anything up, if you feel like it looks a little too skinny or tall or too fat, do whatever you can to, zhuzh it. Mine looks a little bit skinny, so I'm just going to fatten them up a little bit here. Just going to fatten that up a little bit here. Make any adjustments that you think are necessary. Boom, boom, boom. And then whenever you are happy with your sketch, we are going to outline it in metallic Sharpie. There's one part I forgot. We made our rings 3D, but we didn't make the disc 3D. So to make the disc look like it has some thickness to it, I would just do another parallel line, come down a little bit here, and do a parallel line below your disc so that it looks like it has some thickness. So you would just erase these little guys inside of here. You'll see what that looks like when I have it Sharpied. I'm gonna go over it with a silver metallic Sharpie. So this is gonna help our ring pop look like it's like glass or like crystal-y in the end. So all of your lines that you drew, you're outlining with the silver Sharpie. Now, if you did yours like kind of sketchy, like how I did mine, pick the right line. Don't do this part super sketchy. That is noisy. Now, when your Sharpie is dry, then you're going to take your big eraser and get rid of all the pencil marks. Okay, here it is. It is outlined in metallic Sharpie, and I erased my pencil lines. And this is a good place for me to stop. Next week, we're going to add color and use marker in a method that makes it look like it's kind of crystal-y.